Morning! Still not used to this one, are you? Still not used to this camera. So we moved this had a changing table on it, or it does come with one, which was in my office. And we just moved it out to the kitchen. So she has some more ways to play, huh? So it just kind of sits in here for now. But that way she can see me like when I'm, around the kitchen and things like that. We did move a pack and play into like a portable pack and play, I think is what they call it. It's a little bit smaller. This is like a full size big one. As you can see, it had the attachment there for there's like a piece that goes right here, which was our downstairs changing table. And I still have that piece in my office. Or I can it's because her nursery's upstairs. So I've always had a changing table downstairs and upstairs. Like, look. So she can see me like when I'm in the kitchen. And she's got so many freaking toys. So it's like, I'm gonna make my lemon water. It's about 7:15 on Saturday. And I woke up at like 5:15. I pumped, I did a little bit of editing, and then Remy got up. So we just finished feeding her. Yeah, we did. And Elliot should be getting off shift here at 8 o'clock and headed home. So I think I'm gonna get in a workout and we'll just, like I said, we have a portable pack and play in the gym that she's been playing in, which has been really nice because then she's not confined to that bouncer that I had her in. She's not crawling, but she's definitely more active right now. So I got her a ton of those, like more toys that she could play with while she sits up. Yeah, so that's been really helpful, and it's just something for her to do while she's in there. I bought that portable pack and play because we were supposed to go on so many trips this year, and I was like, we'll just check it and we'll take it with us. It's perfect. And I asked for it for my baby shower, but like 3 of our 7 trips so far have gotten canceled because of the COVID virus, and I have a feeling that we're definitely canceling 2 more that were in June. We were going to, well, it was like the same trip. We were gonna go spend some time with my family in Illinois, and then we have a wedding in Wisconsin that we were just gonna drive to. I was gonna be gone for a week. Ellie was gonna come for a portion of that, and yeah, so I don't know. The wedding still hasn't been canceled, but I think, my whole family was gonna go. My mom, my dad, my brothers were flying in from Texas and Florida, and my sister and her daughter were going, but like I think as a family, Elliot and I are getting to the point where it's mid-April already where we're just gonna say, like, regardless if the wedding's on or not, we're not gonna go, unfortunately. With that, my 30th birthday is on June 6th, and Ellie and I were gonna take a quick Friday to Sunday mommy-daddy trip, leave Remy with her grandparents, my parents, and just go celebrate my 30th. But Vegas isn't even open, and I don't even know if that's smart to do. Even if it was open, I don't want to be quarantined from my child, and I don't know. So I'm really bummed because Elliot and I, as it stands right now, are planning on trying to get pregnant or stopping preventing in October when Remy is 1. So we're giving it the full year. My OBGYN told me, they recommend waiting a year. Just physically, I feel okay, but internally, I'm only 6 months out. Like, it took 9 months in, I'm only 6 months out. So I would like to wait a little bit longer. I don't have my period back either. I'm still breastfeeding. But right now the plan for me is, I'm just like rambling a ton right now. But right now the plan for me is to start weaning in July. I have about 3 months milk stash built up in the freezer. I knew I wanted to do this. Basically, I think since like week 2, I was starting to freeze and stash milk. So I have almost 3 months worth in the freezer, and that's just to get us through the year mark. I talked to her pediatrician at her 6-month appointment, and I told her what I was thinking of doing, especially because I don't have a period back, and once I start weaning, I don't know how long it'll take to get back. No, we're not in a hurry to have children, but with Remy, it did take me 13 cycles to get pregnant. Not saying that's gonna happen now, which is why I'm not starting at 6-month postpartum thinking it's gonna take 13 months, because watch me get pregnant next month. So we're gonna wait the year, and then if it does take another year, you know, so that's kind of the plan right now. It's crazy to think that I'm already thinking about a second one because I still don't feel like, I don't feel like you ever get into a routine. There's no, I mean, moms, do you ever get into a routine? Is it just like fly by the seat of your pants until they're 18 and they move out? Like, I just don't. I always feel like, okay, well, I'll settle into a routine and then something happens and it's like, no, you know. But anyways, health and fitness is still one of my huge priorities. And so that being said, I will be getting in a workout today. I think we're gonna go out there now because we're gonna go car shopping today. That's the plan. I think it was last June now. I was 5 months pregnant, and we were like, okay, right now I drive a coupe. I drive an Ultima coupe. I bought it brand new when I graduated college. It's 8 years old. It's in great condition. It's only had like, love that car. A commuter car when I was commuting an hour and a half, love that car. But Elliot will not allow me to put a car seat in it. He's seen way too many crashes. At the time last year, my husband also had a diesel Dodge Ram Cummins, and it was for his landscape business, but he ended up selling that business, and we didn't need that truck. It was a lot of truck. So we got out of, and I didn't like the payment on it. Before we got married, he bought that truck, and I don't like the payment on it. It was way too high for my comfort level. Obviously, when you get married, you put finances together. I just didn't like it. I was like, we need something with a lower payment. So we were looking for a car for me and for him. We ended up finding a smoking deal on a Silverado LTZ model for him. And I like Chevys a little bit better. And so we got his truck, and then we just financially, things like that, it just didn't work out to where I got a car. But today we're gonna go look at a Buick. Okay, I know it's weird, but I'm actually really, really excited. It's a Buick Enclave. There's two I'm gonna look at. So it's a Buick Enclave. I'm excited to see it. They're leather. This one has a panoramic moonroof, which I love, and they have light interiors. So see if we can make a deal, because we have two trucks. We have a work truck that he's not using for the landscape company, plus my car that we're trying to get trade-in for. We'll see. I just, yeah. They might have some good deals because of COVID. See, I'm such a frugal person, and so financially, like, everything, you know, spreadsheets for everything. And I guess I get really antsy when there's like big time purchases like this, and I just, especially with the economy the way that it is. So I told my husband, I'm like, we can't get anything that's gonna be more than we're already paying on two vehicles. His truck and one of the work trucks that we need to still get rid of from his company. So guess we'll see. Anyways, okay, I am going to get myself in the gym. What are you doing in there? Huh? What are you doing in there? So yeah, that's the pack and play. I just did a 10-minute incline warm-up. I'm going to do a leg day today. I think you guys have seen a lot of these exercises, but this is what I'm going to try to do. And I will try to film some of it. My husband's on his way home, so I think Remy is already getting kind of fussy. It is almost 8 o'clock, but I mean, she's only been up for like an hour and 45 minutes, but she's just kind of getting agitated. So we'll see how long she lets me sit in here for a little. I'm gonna lay down. My husband did just call me, say he was on his way home, and that he didn't really sleep last night. So he's probably gonna nap when she naps, and then I already got a text from the car that I inquired on. I'm really excited. I wanna go look at this Buick. I know I've never saw myself driving a Buick, but they are nice cars. So it's a 3-row, bucket seats in the middle, leather. So I'm excited to go look. Welcome back to another commentary. So this leg day I started a little bit differently with some glute and hip focused exercises, I still included these straight leg fire hydrants because I really feel like these help open up my abductors and loosen up those hips to get more glute activation. But then I added in, for the second circuit exercise, the sideline hip raise. So the lower hip is the one that's doing the work. So that hip is what's driving your body up off the ground. And I'm really focused on that hip doing the work. Otherwise, you're going to feel this in your shoulder. So I really do feel this. And then I'm almost externally rotating my pelvis up at the top. So you might feel it in the top leg as well. And then the third exercise in the circuit is these lateral band walks. I didn't have a lot of space, which is why I say try to do as many as you can in the space that you have, but about 10 steps per direction. So I circuited those 3 exercises 3 times through as my warm-up. And then I included this clip here because some people have asked me, how do I get that barbell set up? And I use big enough plates here. I know if you were doing lighter weight, the plates would be smaller, so it's harder to roll over your thighs. But I do just kind of sit down and roll that barbell right over my thighs. So this, I was doing 15 reps of a barbell weighted glute bridge. And I really have my weight in my heels here, and I'm squeezing those glutes up at the top. After completing 4 sets of the weighted, I went right into 4 sets of the banded. Now, I used to superset the weighted and the banded, but I've noticed that if I don't provide enough rest and recovery between sets, I'm not going to get the same level of engagement throughout all of my sets. So I do these as single sets now. I'm also gently pressing my knees against the sides of the bands here, so I'm getting a little bit of abduction. As you can see, they get difficult. So the third exercise is these dumbbell single leg weighted hip thrusts. Now, you'll notice that my form is a little bit different than if I was doing a double leg hip thrust. So really, I'm treating my back as like a pendulum. So my chest is up. Again, the weight is in that heel, and these are difficult if you're doing them correctly, and I'm focusing on that squeeze. Going right into these cable cuff external rotations. I've showed you guys before how I set this up on the cable machine, but again, I'm really focused on my hip doing the work here. The hip and then the gluteus medius part of my butt. And I'm externally rotating here. Now the key is to go light enough or heavy enough to where your oblique is not doing the work. This is all in my hip, and I am bracing myself on that Smith machine there for balance. There we go. Here's a better angle, as you can see. And that cable is positioned to where my leg and my hip is out at a 90 degree. Going right into these quadruped kickbacks. Now, I really like this variation of a glute kickback. I do have ankle weights on. They're about 3 pounds, which are very humbling. And I am doing quite a bit of volume. As you guys saw, there's 25 reps per leg here. Now, I'm treating my glute like it's on a pendulum around my pelvis, and I'm really focusing on driving that heel back and kind of up at towards an angle, like I was putting my heel back in a box almost. As you can see too, I have the arm that I'm kicking back on, the same arm is kind of boxed out a little, and that's just to take some of the weight off of that other leg. Moving right on into these banded clamshells, I do like to sporadically position abductor work throughout my glute days. Keeping my hips nice and loose, I do feel that I get more glute engagement.
All right, another favorite are these barbell American deadlifts. I'm really proud of myself with these because I've been able to add weight here as I perfected the form. Now these are a lot more glute focused. As you can see, I'm only going down just a tiny bit past my knees. That's really to get more of the glute engagement. As you can see too, my feet are flared out a little. All right, and then this was my first day trying out these barbell curtsy split squats. So it's not a lunge, I'm staying in a curtsy position and I'm really focused on that front leg, and I have my weight in my heel so that that front glute is getting the work. And I also do squeeze the glute, that's the back leg, I squeeze that up at the top as well. So I'm getting kind of a double whammy in this exercise. This felt good. I'm staying light to keep my form down and feel that activation where I should.
I just finished that workout. Remy went down halfway through it, and then Elliot got home after she went down. So I chatted, and then my mom was texting me. So I chatted with her, and then by the time I actually literally just got into my workout, Remy woke up. But it was towards the second to the last exercise, so Elliot got her and I just got to finish, and it feels so good to finish and not be interrupted, even though this workout started out I was basically this is not gonna be a good day. But I feel really good, and that was my first time doing those curtsy squats, split squats, with a weight since having Remy. So my balance was way off. I was usually using the Smith machine, but I decided I'm gonna try to figure out my balance a little bit. So I was actually pretty happy with that, but that's a typical workout. It might be one exercise too long. I usually keep 6 exercises, not including my warm-up per leg day. So yeah, I'm gonna go in. I think Elliot needs to take a nap. So I'm gonna be on Remy duty now, and so I'm gonna eat now because I haven't even eaten, and it's 9:12. What are you eating? Huh? What are you eating? Eating one of these. And Mom is making her oats, and I just made a coffee. Seriously, so freaking hungry. It's 10 o'clock and I haven't eaten today. And I got up at some strawberries. Make some oats. I've made these before, or I've shown you guys these before, so I'm just about out of almond butter. I do strawberries directly into the hot oats, almond butter directly into the hot oats, and then some chia seeds. You want the other one? The other one? Okay. My chia seeds, and then my protea protein. Along with coffee. Coffee. She does pretty good with those tubers. And moms, they keep them distracted so I can eat, so I can feed her. Because I'm getting hangry. Elliot just went upstairs to take a nap. But we did just go on a family walk outside with the dogs. Now the doggies are taken care of. And Mommy's gonna be taken care of. Remy is quiet. So I'm gonna eat this, sit here with Remy, and then Remy will probably go down for another nap, and then we'll go this afternoon and look at one of these cars. So, what do you think? Mommy gets a new car? Got it.
I'm not heading for the stars, driving down the boulevard at night. Playing Coldplay on repeat, watching people on the street as I go by. And it doesn't even matter to me where I go.
So Remy is down for her second nap. I nursed her and she's just so tired. I haven't showered yet because Elliot is upstairs sleeping in our bedroom, and he's always tells me I can go in and shower, but think he needs his rest because I want him to be alert when we go look at these cars. So as much as I told myself I wasn't gonna work, Remy's down for her second nap already and it's only 10:45, so I figure I gotta get these vlogs up. I'm doing one a week now. I've committed to uploading by Monday every week, so I've got one on here. I think I'm about 3 weeks behind, so you'll see this one if I'm, you know, I vlog on the weekends just because during the week, guys, like I don't do shit. Well, I do a lot, but it's right here for hours and I'm just emailing clients. So it's just kind of boring. So I try to vlog on a weekend and then I take some time to edit, especially since right now I don't really have the editing capacity during the week. Trying to get some editing done when I can. Usually it's at 5 o'clock in the morning when I'm pumping. So I get it in when I can. I do truly enjoy YouTube. I think it's my creative outlet and Elliot encourages me to do something for myself. You know, and I'm learning how to edit, so it's kind of fun. Please subscribe right now if you haven't, because it really helps unlock some of like the features of YouTube. And then I need a shower. All right, so Elliot just ran into the gas station really fast. We've got Remy in the back and we're headed to our first dealership right now. We're looking for a new car for me because right now we have this truck, which is Elliot's truck, and I still have my Altima Coupe, which is a great car. I love that car. I bought it brand new when I graduated college, and I've had it for 8 years now. It was a great commuter car when I worked out of the house. I drove like an hour and a half, but Elliot won't allow me to put a car seat in it. So the only car that carries Remy is this truck. So when he is going to work, he's been commuting in my car, but he has to put all of his gear in this tiny little car. I mean, it's really kind of ridiculous. He's got his big old, he's leaned back the passenger seat trying to stick stuff in. My trunk is worth nothing in that car because the wheels in there, the spare tires in there. So it's just so, anyways, we've been needing a new car for a while. We've just kind of been holding out because my car's paid off, so, you know, to get another car payment just wasn't really there yet. But we're looking at a third row at this point, a car with a third row. It is nap time for Remy. Honey. Looking for a car with 3 rows at this point because we're thinking about trying for a second kid at the end of this year. And I just feel like at this point, you know, she's 6 months already. If we, you know, do get pregnant, then I don't necessarily want to buy another car in a year and a half. And I just feel like sticking 2 car seats in 1 bench row across the back is just a lot. My sister and I did it when we put our 2 kids in it. It's just not, there's not a lot of room. It doesn't leave a lot of cargo space depending upon the vehicle. So we're gonna look for a car with 3 rows. I really like the Mazda CX-9. I love a Tahoe, but I don't think we're quite there yet. A Tahoe, and then, I mean, probably a Suburban, I bet. You know, God willing, I think we'd like 3 children. So I think Suburban is kind of the next step, but we're gonna go look at something with 3 rows. We're actually gonna go check out a Buick. We do like the Chevy Traverse, or I do. I like the Toyota Highlander, but you weren't a fan of that one?
Well, just
and then we were looking at the Mazda CX-9, but the Buick actually has bucket seats in the middle, so I feel like that's like, and it has leather seating. We really want leather seating, just because it's easier to clean up spills than to have cloth, and dog hair gets stuck in cloth. I like this truck because it has leather. So we're gonna go check out the Buick and see what it looks like. Stop number 1, and then we might drop Remy off at Grandma's because something about car shopping with a 6-month-old doesn't sound like a lot of fun. So we'll go see. So, because we drove the truck, which I felt so awful, you guys, when we were test driving, we put her car seat in the Buick, and I had him riding next to me, and Elliot was in the back with her. She was screaming her head off the entire time. And I felt so bad because he's trying to explain features to me, and I'm just like, ugh, and I want to go get my baby so bad. Like, I basically wanted to be like, Elliot, switch my positions, drive this car so I can tend to my child. She's so tired. She's asleep right now in the back seat. Finally. But she did so good while we were walking around the dealership, and then just, yeah, it was not good. So anyways, I just dropped Elliot off at home to get the title to my car, and I'm gonna run Remy to my mom's because I think we both wanted to listen to what this guy was saying, and we were really into it, but it was just too much. She's crying and she's fussy. I went in knowing I wanted to look at an Enclave, just because I had gone online and I was looking, and guys, this has been like almost a year-long search looking for the kind of car we want. And so I was looking up, my budget and things like that, and I saw this Enclave, and I was like, oh, this car is really nice. Well, he's like, okay, well, here's some other ones, and Elliot really liked the Dodge Durango. I did not. I don't know. There's something about it I did not like. I don't know. He thought they were badass looking, and I thought that they kind of looked like a minivan. I don't know. Like the back was too curved. I don't know. So we ended up pulling out a GMC Acadia, and then we found the Buick that I had saw online. So he pulled them both up together, and the Acadia was actually a Denali. So it was like the top of the line, leather, premium, like the wood paneling, like everything. And so we put them side by side, and we walk out, and I immediately was like, I want to like the Denali so bad because it was a great price, and I know it's a good car. GMC's a good car, but I was like, I just really like the Buick. And even Elliot was like, dude, the Buick's nice. It has light interior. Oh, if we get it, guys, I'll show you. But anyways, we're gonna go grab that trade-in, and then we have another trade-in, which is his work truck, which is a dually Cummins diesel big ass work truck when he was doing landscaping, and he's not anymore. And we've just had this thing sitting, and I'm like, can we just get rid of it? Like, whatever they're gonna give for us, like, I'll take it. So I'm really freaking excited, like really freaking excited. I am gonna drop Remy off at my mom's and then fly back over there. The only thing this car doesn't have is a moonroof, but I'm not mad about it. I think I could go blind to it. I did like how the other one had a moonroof. I feel like I want one, but the other one that we saw, it's way up in Scottsdale, and it's like, okay, well, if I'm gonna spend all this money, I'll drive to Scottsdale. But it was also like $1,500 more expensive, and nobody haggles anymore. So it's like, all right, I know what the price is gonna be. Oh, you guys, I would be so happy if we got this done, like done, gone, get the car off our plate. Oh, it would feel so good. I hope that's my car. I really hope that's my car. Okay, that's my update.
Playing cool, play on repeat, watching people on the street as I go by. And it doesn't even matter to me where I go. I just feel like I need to take a ride. Got my coffee cup to go, and I'm gonna hit the road tonight. Now my wheels in motion and my windows open with the wind blowing in my hair. I'm driving down the highway, gonna do this my way. I can feel it in the air. Here I go. Turning up the stereo in a place I didn't know till now. In a different part of town, I see new colors as the sun goes down. No, it doesn't even matter to me where I go. Just feel I need to take a ride. I don't know when I'll get back. Keep on going and Now my wheels in motion and my windows open.
Morning, happy Sunday. So, out of the last clip yesterday, I held off on, I didn't bring this camera in with me because it was just a really long day. We brought Remy with us just to look at the car and then realize, wow, this is the car we want. Let's make the numbers work. And she was so fussy. So we left the dealership and went down, dropped her off at my parents' house, and then we had to pick up my car, which was supposed to be the trade-in. So just by the time we like got back there and made it work, signed the papers, it was after 8 o'clock. So it was a long day. I think we got there like by 1. We actually didn't end up trading in my car. They were only gonna give me $1,500 for it, and I honestly feel like it's a good car. I've never had any mechanical issues with it. It's a 2012, only one owner. I had seat covers on it for the last 8 years. It does have 92,000 miles on it, but it was a commuter car for me. So we're gonna try to private sell. So this is my car. This is the Buick Enclave. I'm so happy about this car. Hope my neighbors don't think I'm weird for filming outside. But I like love it. Hope you guys can see that okay. And then I will go open up in here. So I will open up in here. It's all light colored leather. So excited about this car. I put Remy's car seat back here. It has the 2 bucket seats in the back. And then the 3rd row is up right now. But the 3rd row comes all the way down, which is so nice for cargo space. I'll probably honestly leave the 3rd row down for now, just unless I put the dogs in the car. If the dogs are in the car, they're gonna go in the trunk now, just so they don't mess with Remy. I didn't have a way to tote Remy and the dogs until now. I mean, we'll try it out, but I didn't want them in the back with her because Captain is just in her face all the time. And obviously if I'm driving, I can't swat him away because that would be dangerous. So I love this. I love the 2 bucket seats. We bought 2 of these when we got the car seat, and we've never used it because I never put it in my car. So yeah, I'm really, really excited about it. I like that it has an automatic open. So a decent amount of trunk space, and then I can actually fold these guys forward. So I just pull this on this and tip it forward. I have those leaned forward a little bit more, but I will push those seats forward a tad. So yeah. And then I can stick So now I am just going to put all my stuff in it, and then I do have to take some pictures at my car over there, so we're gonna list my car hopefully, otherwise I'm paying insurance on 3 different vehicles. So yeah, I'm super excited about this car. So we did buy it. Remy's down for a nap this morning. We didn't get home and put her to bed till like 9:30, which is late for all 3 of us, so it's a little bit of a tired morning this morning. But yeah, and I was telling my husband, I was like, oh, we have this new car, we can't go anywhere. So
Playing Coldplay on repeat, watching people on the street as I go by. And it doesn't